Hey, what's up everybody? It is Fatboy J with Aperture Gaming, your portal to the gaming world. Today is July 7th, 2018, and I'm bringing you all the gaming videos and news that you may have missed or just looked over. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Great news if you want to play your GameCube games on the go. YouTube user Mizumi uploaded a video documenting how to play the GameCube emulator, Dolphin emulator, on the Nintendo Switch using a front-end program called RetroArch. This Linux-based system allows you to run emulators like Dolphin and play GameCube games on the go, such as Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now here's a YouTube video of user Mizumi showing how that is actually done and explaining in detail how it looks, how it runs, and all that stuff in the video. If you want to see more of him and what he's doing over there with the Switch, I have links down below.
This is RetroArch, which is a series of emulators ported to the Switch. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to get this up and running on your own Switch. Now, the one that you download won't have Dolphin. This is like a test thing. So we'll go ahead and hop into Melee and we'll launch this. Now, it doesn't work that well, obviously, because it's not released. So, but it does boot, and you can get about 20 to 26 frames per second, depending on the game, where you are, all that stuff. Like some menus run really well, but then the actual gameplay doesn't. And the Wii side of the Dolphin emulator, people are able to get it to boot, that are testing this out too, but you can't do inputs or anything because the Joy-Cons aren't set up for the Wii. Now, speaking of Joy-Cons, these need to be attached to the system. So for example, if I were to pause and detach this, it doesn't do anything. Wireless Bluetooth stuff isn't properly set up yet, and that also means that you can't use other controllers, so no multiplayer games yet. But down the road, hopefully, that should be a thing. Same with using it docked, so you can play it on a TV, multiplayer, all that stuff. Other controllers too, like GameCube controller. But for now, you can't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hop into another game just to show it off. Uh, Again, I'll put a link for the thread for these emulators and stuff in the description below, and go there and give a compliment to the people working on this, because they're doing an amazing job. There's so much progress, because before you needed either Linux or a virtual machine running Linux. Oops, I booted back into Melee. You either needed Linux or a machine running Linux, like a virtual machine, and it was a pain in the butt to add um, games, but it's simple. You can do it on Windows. Uh, NetPlay apparently works, um, and all this stuff. So definitely check out the link in the description if you do want to get this set up yourself. I'm not gonna, share where to get games. You can dump them yourself. GameCube games are super simple to dump if you have a Wii, which you can get pretty cheap. Stuff like that. Super simple to get your own games. So as you can see here, the menu does run pretty well. We're about 41.7 frames per second, which is pretty nice. So now it's going to go ahead and load up. As you can see, it did say the save file loaded, so saving does work, which I think that's really cool. So down the road when things are fully playable, you can do full playthroughs of games on here. So we're just going to go ahead through this opening cinematic and all that jazz. But yeah, so this does work on any firmware, which is cool. So you don't have to worry about that, whether, you're on an older firmware or newer one. It should work on pretty much everything. And, no chance of bricking. You can't get banned for this because technically the Switch isn't running the official firmware, so it doesn't really have any way of telling what's going on. But yeah, So just wanted to show this off, um, specifically, this GameCube stuff, because if you take a look at these cores, which basically are the stuff to get other game ROMs working for other game systems. Like, there's DOSBox there for DOS. There's 3DS, which apparently people get like 3 frames per second. DS, a bunch of Nintendo systems. There's Sega stuff. Uh, PlayStation 1 and PSP. All that stuff works, and you can play it on here. Virtual Boy, for all 2 people that care. But yeah, so if you want any of this stuff, I'll put a link in the description below. I know in the thread there's also a link for the Discord to join if you want updates on the process and the progress and all that stuff.
And jumping into our second story here, and if you are a fighting game fan like myself, yes, that's right, for all fighting game fans, Dead or Alive 6 is coming. It was announced during E3, and I do have a video clip for you guys for that. But they will be demoing it live at EVO 2018 here between August 3rd through the 5th at Mandalay Bay, and anyone who wants to demo it and participates at all gets a free t-shirt. Anyone also who wants to participate in the side tournament that they will be doing will be getting a tote bag as well for Dead or Alive 6, and it is scheduled to launch early sometime next year on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And into our third story here, great news for fans of backwards compatibility on the Xbox One system. We're getting 2 additional titles, Assassin's Creed Liberation and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Now, Assassin's Creed Liberation is a home console port of the formerly exclusive Vita title, a spin-off of Assassin's Creed 3. The HD version boasts upgraded visuals and audio, but it otherwise features the same content as the Vita release. And Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter is one of Xbox's 360's earlier shooters, first launching for the console in 2006. You can expect both of these titles to be already playable and ready. If you have the disc, you can pop them into your console right now, and if you've already purchased them digitally, they'll be already in your ready to download section of your console. And for our fourth and final story, Fallout 3, Elder Scrolls 4, Warhammer, Vermintide 2 will be joining Xbox One's Game Pass in July. You can expect these games to be released on launch date, so you'll be getting Warhammer Vermintide 2 on launch date with Game Pass if you already have a subscription, and Elder Scrolls 4, if you already have that as well, will be ready to play. And that's going to wrap everything up here today. That's been everything that we caught up on for this week. And if you like what you saw, you didn't like what you see, you know what to do. Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and we'll be doing again another $100 Amazon gift card giveaway at the end of the month, so please make sure you do subscribe, like, and comment these videos. I'm Fatboy J with Aperture Gaming, and I will see you guys next time.